Are these the paper that you practiced for your exams?
Yeah, actually, I free from IT, like I was in the ITCSE in 2012. So yes, I do practice these papers as well. Like I did
Okay.
practice it. So I like completed my ITCSE in 2012.
So you did
Okay,
like all O
so
levels and A levels, IGSC?
O levels, A levels, ITCSE. No, A levels was Cambridge. Like A levels, A levels is not IDCSE. It was like IDCSE and GCSE. They have the same exam pattern. But yeah,
Okay.
like here in Pakistan, we have more O levels, and very few schools they are like offering IDCSE. Nowadays, it is more GCSE. Most of the schools.
Okay.
Okay, so first question is that which is a liability. Okay, so items of value owned by a business, money owed by a business, money owed to the business, total expenditure of the business. Which is the right option? It's too easy.
C.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I can.
Hamna, am I audible for
Yes,
you?
hello? Hello?
I'm saying this is like B. It's really easy. You know, this is money owed by the business.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
can
yeah,
you
yeah.
hear
Now
me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Now I can hear because here we have the problem of electricity first of all, and secondly the internet.
Yeah.
Like from these problems we have been facing when the war started. So at that time, so we don't have proper electricity nowadays, and plus we don't have the internet connection, good internet connection. Next question is, what
Okay.
information does the balance sheet of a business show? Okay, so it is too easy because sales, expenses, GP, this is shown, this is only shown by the income statement, only the capital we can show in the balance sheet. So A option is the right option. Then the third question is that which item in a trial balance will appear in the profit or loss account? Okay, profit or loss account means they're talking about the income, profit or loss account. Yes, definitely. Bank account, no, because this is the current asset. Bank charges, yes, this is the expense. Bank loan, non-current liability, no. Bank overdraft, current liability, no. So B option is the right one. Fourth question is that what would be classed as drawings in the accounting records of a sole trader? Okay, cash withdrawn from the office use, no. Cash withdrawn from the bank for the petty cash notes, again relevant to the business expense. Let D is the right option. Cash withdrawn from bank for the personal use. Then question number five. At that time there was 40 MCQs. So I think in this paper as well there's 40 MCQs.
Okay.
Business sends employees on training course, and the cost of which is treated as the cost of which is not, but from 2027 again they are going to repeat the previous syllabus. Like they increase the number of MCQs. Now it is again 40.
Really? For which year?
2027.
Oh, okay, 27. Okay.
Yeah, you are not the part of it.
Okay. Yeah.
You should relax.
Yeah, okay.
A business sends its employees on training course, okay, the cost of which is treated as a business expense, and no record is made for the benefit of the business of the extra skills gained by the employee. Okay, which accounting principle applied? Yes, it's really easy. Duality, matching, money management, prudence. Which concept applied? Like we provided training courses to the employees, okay, and we treated that training cost as expense of the company. But now the business is getting
Your voice has
the
stopped.
which gain. This is money management.
Yeah, money measurement.
Yeah, what I'm saying?
Your voice stopped in
Because we
between.
can't measure this extra skills. Yeah, it's again because of the internet. One second, let me just connect this with my mobile internet. Let's see. One second. Yeah, now it's good.
Yes.
Okay. Next one, they are saying on 1st January 2004, a business owed 500 for the rent for December 2003 or 2003. Okay, for the previous month. During 2004, the business paid rent of 80,000, including 1,000 as a rent of for 2005. Okay, so this is the advance payment. According to the matching principle, how much was the rent for 2004? Okay, so 80,000, out of which the $1,000 is the part of the this is the this $1,000 is relevant to the next year in 2005. So you need to minus this. So it means that the how much left? Let's make the account for this. Okay, this is the expense account. Na? Paid, yeah, this is the expense account. So for the expense account, we use A P park account. Okay, so a business owed 500 for the rent. This is the accrued balance.
Yeah, accrued.
Business paid rent of 80,000. So expense will be debit and bank will be credit. Then out of this 1,000 was 1,000 as rent for 2005. So this is prepaid.
So
Now
it's
according to the
A.
measurement, how much the rent for? Yes,
Option A.
option A. Okay, so you already calculated.
Yeah.
Okay. When a business charges depreciation on its fixed assets, which accounting principle is it observing?
Prudence.
For the depreciation, yes, prudence, because if we will not charge the depreciation on the fixed assets, so it means that we are overstating the value of the assets, and we are overstating the profit as well. Because if there is no depreciation charge in the expenses, so it means the profit will be overstated. The prudence concept says that you should not overstate your profits. So C is the right option. Which business document shows all the transactions that have taken place with the customer during a month? So this is too easy. We know this is the statement. Not this is not the bank statement. This is the statement, a simple statement where uh, you will add all the transactions with your customer. This is also known as statement of account.
Okay.
Then question number 9, they are saying invoice for goods $1,200 has been wrongly entered as a credit note. Okay, so it means that an invoice for goods has been wrongly entered as a credit note. So that was basically, and the balance on the purchase account is $1,700. So what is the correct balance? So what basically happened, that balance, this is, they're talking about the purchase account. Okay, so this is the purchase account. And they said that the balance in the purchase account is 1,700. So what is the correct balance? Okay, so 1,200, which is the invoice, which means that we have purchased the goods on the credit basis, but we treated it as the purchase return. So the balance on now, what is the correct balance? Okay, we need to correct it. So what we will do if we want to correct it?
If we entered as a credit note, we biometrically did
We will
as
we will
purchase.
add it back now. We will add it back.
Yeah.
Because 17,000 is already there. 1,200 we did not record. We just
Yeah.
treated this as credit note. This is like a kind of purchase return.
Yeah.
But now that was not the purchase return, that was actually the purchase. So it means that it will be increasing the liability. So when you will add 1200 into the purchase account balance, so this will give you 18,200 answer.
Okay.
Yeah. Question number 10 is a business buys goods for cash which are intended for the resale, and in which book of prime entry is the transaction entered. So this, since they purchase these goods for the cash, so that's why we will record this in the cash book.
Okay.
Margins offers the following terms to all customers: trade discount and cash discount. Margins sell goods to Sala at a list price of this. Sala does not pay for the goods in time to claim cash discount. How much does Sala pay to Margins? So it's really simple. It's a list price. We know list price is basically before the trade discount. So definitely she will receive a trade discount, but not the cash discount because she was not able to pay on time. So you will simply multiply this with the
Yeah, it's
20%,
800.
and okay. Then question number 12 is that which entry are made in the X ledger to record a payment by a customer of money owing to X. Okay, so it is too easy. We will be debit cash because we receive the amount and the debtor will be carried.
Debitor is what?
Debtor will be carried, no? Because customer paid you.
Okay,
As you can
debitor is
see,
a
which
trade
entries.
receivable.
Yeah, this is like this is customer.
Okay.
When we receive the money, so it means that now the debtor has reduced. Next
Okay.
question is that annual sales figure are as follows. Okay, so this is good, this is trade discount, this is net. How much should be credited to the sales account? Okay, so this is definitely, this is what we will carry to the sales account, because this is the
Okay.
goods we sold, this is a trade discount we paid, and this is the net. So definitely net
Yeah,
will
net.
be there. Then question number 14, which transaction will be recorded in the both nominal ledger and the purchases ledger? Okay, in both. So in both, we will record return of goods to a supplier in the nominal ledger, because if you see like in the nominal ledger means that they are talking about the non-routine. Like for example, we know that there are three types of ledger: purchase ledger, then sales ledger, then journal ledger, and then cash book. So we have basically these four ledgers. In the purchase ledger, we will record the individual accounts for each supplier, and in the sale ledger, we will record the transactions of each credit customer. In the cash book, we record all the cash transactions and the bank transactions. And in the journal ledger, whatever left, this will be the part of journal ledger. Means that income account, expense account, returns, discounts, capital account, liabilities account, assets account, depreciation account, bad debts account. So all these accounts will be the part of journal ledger. So since they are saying that which we can add in the nominal and the purchase ledger both. For example, if you see purchase of goods by check, so this we can record in the cash book. Okay, it means that in the journal ledger, sorry, in not in the journal ledger, in the cash book, but not in the purchase ledger. Why? Because in the purchase ledger we will record only the credit purchases. So this is not right. Purchase of stationery in cash, again this will be the part of cash book but not the part of purchase ledger, because this is stationery, this is not the goods. The return of goods by a customer. So since they are talking about the return of goods by customers is about the sale return, it's not about the purchase ledger. This is also not correct. So D is only one option which is correct. Return of goods to supplier. So we will be recording this into the return inward journal, return outward journal, and plus in the purchase ledger as well.
Okay.
Journal means that I basically try to say that ledger, the return outward ledger. Okay, then in question number 15, where are the balances of carriage inwards and carriage outwards shown in the trial balance? So basically, Carriage inward means we're talking about the delivery cost, which we have paid to purchase the goods. Outwards is also a kind of delivery cost which we paid for to sell the goods or to send the goods to the customers. Carriage outwards and carriage inward. This is the meaning of this. So basically, both will be debit. Why? Because both are the expenses for the company. But yeah, inwards we will write in the cost of sale, and outward will be the part of expense, but both will be debit in the trial balance because both are the part of
Okay.
cost. Then we have total of our trial balance are given below. This is the debit column, this is the credit column. So as you can see, debit column is high and credit column is low. The following errors have been discovered. Rent received 3550 has been included as a debit balance. So we know that we should carry this, okay, but mistakenly we debited that. So now we have to make a credit entry, but with a double amount. Cash received from K Greener in the settlement of debt 2000 has been credited to the B Greener. So K Greener we receive, we receive amount, so it means that most likely K Greener is the debtor. So when we receive money, so definitely we debited the cash account and we should credit the K Greener. But what we did, we mistakenly credited the B Greener. So it means that now we have to debit the B Greener first of all because we credited him first, okay, and we have to credit the K Greener now with the $2,000. So what will be the corrected trial balance totals? Yes, what is the answer for this? Calculate this. I am just looking at the important message. Just give me a few minutes.
Your voice is glitching.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, now I can.
Yeah, I was saying that calculate this and tell me the answer for the question number 16. And I said
Okay.
that I am just looking at an important message, but now, yeah. Yes, hello. Did you get the answer for this?
Oh, 1 second.
Hello. If not, so tell me so that I can solve it.
There's our trade payable, right?
uh, 1 second. मैम क्लासेस जो है ना वो उसकी yeah, what are you saying?
B greener is our trade payable, right?
Yeah, no, this is B greener and the K greener both are the trade receivables.
Yes. Is this the second, the cash received from K greener and settlement of debt? Is it even gonna affect the trial balance?
Like this one, cash received from K greener.
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, let me tell you that we know the difference between the debit and the credit side is 71 100, I think. Once again. Yeah, this is
Yeah.
7100. Just mistakenly write 71,000. Okay. And since if you see this rent received 3550, it has been included as a debit balance. So it should be carried. So it means that we will be
Okay.
removing it from the debit. So just remove it from the debit. So
Yeah,
debit
that's
balance we have 46,800.
43250.
So this will be just minus this will how much? Okay. And then
43250.
you need to add it. Yeah. Then you need to add it with the um how much 3500. Okay. So now what is
Yeah,
the answer?
that is 43250.
Yeah. So now both balance like debit and credit side balance. Okay. But now error 2 since 2000 received from K greener, we received it from the K greener and we credited it to the B greener. Okay. So this will not affect the trial balance because
Yeah.
we need to credit the K greener, but instead crediting the K, we just credited the B greener. So definitely there will be no effect. So that's why the
Yeah.
total corrected balance will be this.
Okay.
Then we have, I think you should solve this paper.
Okay.
You should solve these old papers. But yeah, let's first of all discuss. I think this 17%. Yeah, 17 is next. A purchase on credit 500 from Michelle was credited in errors to Michelle's ledger account. Which entries correct this error? Okay. So here, as you can see, they are saying that the $500 a purchase. Okay, so we purchase the goods from this like Michelle, whatever, but we should credit her account, but we credited this account. So which entity is correct this error? So it is too easy. Which
Yeah, it's
entity will
D.
collect this? Definitely, we will be
D.
debiting the this one and we will carry it. No, no, A,
Okay, okay.
this one. Na?
Okay, okay, I get it.
Question number 18 that on 1st March, the petty cash balance equaled the impressed amount of $150 and during the month, the petty cash cashier spent 126 and received $4 from the member of staff for the private telephone calls. How much will the petty cashier receive on 31st March to restore the impressed? Okay. So impressed amount is this 150. And during the month, petty cashier spent this, okay, and received $4 from the member of staff for the private telephone call. So $4 is already like restored, but you need to minus 150 minus 126, then add 4 and see
Yeah,
how
it's
much
28.
left.
28.
It's 28.
Yeah.
No, basically 28 is left now, but we need to restore 150. So how
Okay.
much amount we need to give? Yeah. This will be 122. It's easy, like 122.
122.
Question number 19 is that what is the bank reconciliation statement? A statement sent to the customer each month by the bank. No. Statement sent to customer
No.
each by the bank. And statement sent by a business to a customer who has purchased. No, no, this is not, because they're talking about something else. Statement presented by a business to the bank, receiving checks to the calculated by the bank. Yeah, this is the cash book balance
Yes,
and the
B.
bank statement balance.
Yeah.
Trader receives her bank statement. What would it include? Okay, bank statement he received. So what would it include? Amounts paid into the bank not yet credited. Checks sent to the creditors not yet presented. A debtor's check that has been dishonored. Yeah, this one. Why? Because these are the mistake which is done by the bank, which we need to correct. Only in the bank statement you will see those transaction which we did not record but the bank recorded. So this is the, like, because when the check dishonored, so we don't know about it. We will get to
Yeah.
know when we will get the bank statement. And petty cash payment, this is definitely not relevant to the bank statement.
Okay.
Then question number 21, that when preparing her final accounts, LC forgot to include an unpaid invoice for goods supplied to her during the year. Okay, so she like forgot about it. So how does this affect the LC's balance sheet? So how does this will affect? Definitely, liabilities will be understated because,
Yeah.
because when he she was preparing the final accounts, so there was unpaid invoice. So definitely liabilities will be understated because she need to pay. So D is the right one. Business has not adjusted its final accounts for insurance prepaid at the end of the financial year. What is the effect of this? Final account for insurance prepaid at the end of the, okay, so not adjusted prepaid insurance. So if not adjusted prepaid, so it means that the net profit will be understated first of all, because we did not be net profit will be overstated. Why? Because that was a insurance prepaid at the end of the financial year, and we did not adjust it. So it means that the net profit will be understated, and the current assets will be understated as well.
Okay.
Has not adjusted its final accounts for insurance prepaid at the end of the. We have paid the expense in advance, so we need to decrease it from the. You can say that expense. We need to minus this, but we did not minus. So it means that the expense will be, yeah, understated. Expense will be overstated and net profit will be understated. Yeah, correct, correct. I was thinking that maybe the option, that option I had chosen, maybe it's not correct. Yeah, it's correct.
No.
Did you understand this, or maybe I need to make you understand?
Then I understand this one.
At what value should the stock appear in the balance sheet? It should be like maybe lower cost and NRV. So we know about it. We have seen the inventory valuation. So C is the right one. We have to compare that whether the cost is lower or the NRV. So whatever is lower, so we will value the stock on that. Which is capital expenditure discount allowed? Not. Motor vehicle purchase? Yes. Motor vehicle repairs? No. Rent paid? No.
Okay.
Sole trader has paid rent 2400 for the year ended 31st December. The first account are drawn up for the 9-month period at ended 30th September. Okay, so how much rent will be charged to the profit or loss account? 2400. Okay, so basically, we need to see, because 2400 if it is for the 12 months. So it means that 200 per month. Yes, 200 per month.
Yeah.
So if the first account was drawn up for the 9 months, so 200 multiply 9. So this will be 1800. Understood this one or not?
Yes, I understand.
One second, let me just send one important text. After I think every 1 hour, our electricity used to turn off. There's a power cut
After
problem
every
after
one,
every 1 hour. Yes,
that is
every
so
1 hour.
bad. Like, so
Yeah,
how
like
long does the
currently it's
electricity
also.
go?
How long does?
Does the electricity go away?
Yeah, like after 1 hour means that for 1 hour they used to give us electricity, and then after 1 hour means that only 1 hour left. One hour again electricity will come, then again 1 hour left. So it's like that.
Oh my god.
Here, like because of this diesel and petrol things, because it's now expensive.
Yeah.
That's why. That's why we have to face the problem. Okay. So next one is table shows information about a fixed asset. The cost is this, the residual value is this, estimated value is this. Okay, so it's easy. 15,000 minus 2,000 divided by 10 years. We need to find out the annual depreciation.
1300 A.
What is net profit? It is very easy. Income less expenses.
Yeah. These questions are so simple.
Yeah, but some of the questions need attention, especially specifically the suspense and the correction.
Yeah.
Business provides for depreciation its fixed assets. Business provides for the depreciation of its fixed assets. What is the effect of this? Oh, what effect? Definitely net profit will decrease and the
Decrease. Yeah.
net book
Yeah.
value will
Decrease.
decrease as well. Business trial balance include the following: machinery at cost, then we have the provision for depreciation. Depreciation is to be provided at 10% on cost. What is the net book value of machinery shown in the balance sheet? Hmm. So it means that we know, first of all, we need to add the previous one. We need to, what is
It's
the net
4,000.
book value? How much?
I got 4,000 A as the answer.
4,000 A. One second. Depreciation is to be provided at 10% cost. What is the net book value of machinery shown in the balance sheet? Hmm. But 10,000 multiply 10%. This will
1,000.
be 1,000
Yeah.
because we need to charge the depreciation for this year as well. No? This was the previous information they are
Yeah.
providing. So now it becomes 3,000 plus 1,000. This becomes 4,000. Then 10,000 minus 4,000, the net book value is 6,000.
Oh, okay.
Next question: in which section of the balance sheet would a credit balance on a partner's current account appear? Okay, so this like capital. They are saying in which section of the balance sheet would a credit balance on a partner's current account appear? Capital balance. Definitely not these. Sarah and Melissa are in the partnership, sharing profit and losses equally. Partnership agreement also provided for an annual salary of 10,000. The net profit for the year is this. What is the Melissa's total income from the business? So we need to find out the Melissa's share. So first of all, we need to prepare the appropriation account. First of all, 20,000 is the net profit. We need to minus the salary, which is 10,000. Then this will become 10,000. So
Yeah.
5,000 is basically the share of Melissa, but they are asking that what is the total like income. So it means that we need to add the Melissa's salary as well. This is 15,000.
Okay.
They're not asking about the profit share, no, total income
Yeah, the
from the
total.
business. Then trader provide the following information: opening capital, drawings, and closing capital. What is the net profit or loss? Opening capital plus profit minus drawings is equal to closing capital. This is equal to 28,655. Drawings need to minus, now we will add it back. 8753. Opening capital need to add, then you need to deduct it. 24,609. 28,655 add 8753 minus 24609. What is the profit or loss? If
A
you will
twelve
get the
seven.
minus figure,
I'm getting
12,7.
positive.
This is a positive figure. How much the amount is?
One
12,7.
two nine
This
nine.
one. Okay.
Yeah.
Business has no long-term liabilities. What is added to fixed asset in order to calculate the capital employed? Okay. It is too easy. We will calculate. Okay. So they are saying that there is no liability. So what we will add? What we will like add to calculate. Okay. So we know that capital employed formula is profit divided by the long-term liability and okay, fixed. What is added to the fixed assets in order to calculate the capital employed?
Current liabilities.
Working capital. No,
Oh,
working capital. Because working capital is basically a difference between the current assets and current liabilities. Working capital. So if you will add this with the fixed assets, so it means that this will be like help you to calculate the capital employed, because the formula for the capital employed was profit over non-current assets and sorry, not non-current assets, non-current liabilities,
yeah.
and plus owner's capital, or you can say shareholder funds. But they are saying what is added to the fixed assets in order to calculate the capital employed. Capital employed means that we want to find out the capital only. No?
Yes.
So to find out the capital, we can use one equation that was asset minus liability. So we don't have the liability, but we have the assets. We have the fixed assets. Okay. So liability is basically, if you see the working capital formula, that is current liability, current assets minus current liability. So it means that when you will deduct the current liabilities from the current assets, so the remaining amount will be the part of working capital. So it means that we can say that this is we can replace, because we don't have the liability, so we can replace with the capital. So it means that the working capital will help us to find it out if we have the current fixed assets.
Okay.
Can you read this 34?
In a bakery business, which is a current asset? Motor vehicle, no. Oven, no. Stock of flour, yeah. Stock of flour.
Yeah, stock of flour.
Floor, yeah.
Flour, we don't say flour. I think we say flour, no? I
Yeah,
guess.
it's floor.
Okay. Um, then we have the yeah. Can you find a working capital through this?
Okay. Okay, what is debitors and what is creditors? Debitors is trade receivables, right?
Trade receivable, yes, debtor. Debtor is trade receivable and creditors trade payables.
Okay. For
Working capital, current assets minus current liabilities.
Yeah, when this one say creators 5,000. I'm getting 3,000. I don't know why. Wait. Expenses owing is a liability, right?
Yes, this is prepaid expenses, the current asset,
Yeah.
current asset, current asset, current liability, current asset, current liability. 1,000
Oh, so we
plus
prepaid
4,
expenses. Okay.
2,000, 6,000 minus 3,000 plus 5,000.
15,000 now.
1 second, let me calculate this.
Okay.
Okay, so this is 1,000 plus 4,000 plus 4,000. Then 1,000 plus 13,000.
Oh, I think you have to
Okay,
minus
I am
5,000.
getting 5,000. I am getting 5,000 answer.
Okay, wait.
When I just
Yeah,
calculate
now
the
I'm
current
getting
assets, so
5,000.
I got a
Because
13,000.
no, no, because on the board you wrote plus 5,000. It's like minus 5,000.
No, this is the current non current liability. These two things,
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Yeah, I'm getting 5,000 now.
which will increase the current assets. Payment of the creditors invoice by check.
Mm,
Uh, Payment of creditors invoice by check. Okay, so this will not increase current assets because
yeah,
payment of a creditor invoice by check. This will hmm, this will not increase the receivables. Receipt of a check from a bank loan. So B is a kind of right one because when we got the bank loan, so it means that the cash increase, like the bank account increase. Receipt of a cash from a debtor. So receipt of a cash from a debtor. So it means that when you receive a receipt of cash from a debtor, will it be increase the current assets?
the C one.
Yeah, the receipt of cash from a debtor. The debtor was there, and you got the
Yeah,
receipt of cash from a debtor.
trade receivables is decrease and cash is increase, so it's gonna uh
Yeah, it will increase the current asset. Repayment of a bank loan by a check, this will not increase. Okay, receipt of cash from a debtor, it seems like this option and this option, the B one. These two are right. Let me see its marking scheme. So what it says, 1 second. Because it seems like the both things are increasing the asset, no? Current
yeah.
asset. I'm just downloading its marking scheme first of all. Okay. So marking scheme says the B option is right. Okay. Why the C is not right? In the marking scheme, B is right. Why the C is not right? Because here the cash is increasing, but the debtor is decreasing.
Yeah.
So the total change is not increase.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
why. But here, if you can see that in the B option, the bank is increasing, and with that, the uh, non-current liability is increasing. So it's not like at the same time the current asset is decreasing and increasing as well. So it's not like that. Okay. So quick ratio we need to find. Quick ratio formula is cash plus debtors. So you need to add these two things, and then you will divide this with the creditors plus mortgage. Yes, what is the answer for this?
It's A.
Let me calculate as well.
Hey, we have to add. Wait, 1 second, 1 second. Let me do it again. 1,000 plus.
This is 11,000.
I'm getting 0.31. Yeah, it's A.
The same thing. Now you said A. Let me first of all calculate. Then if it is A, so it's A.
Okay, okay, sorry.
1 second. 6,000 was a creditor, and 1 second. Okay, so basically mortgage, I think mortgage is not the part of, yeah, mortgage is not the part of current liability. Mortgage is like, you can say that this is the monthly payment we have to pay. Like mortgage means
Okay.
that it's not, it's a part of a, no, it's the part of non-current liability, the mortgage. Yeah. It means that you have purchased a something like asset, but on the, like on the basis of bank loan. So it means that then 11,000 divided by 6,000. So I'm getting this
Yeah,
one.
that's
No, sorry, this one.
1.83. Yeah.
Okay, following information is extracted from the accounts of a business. So we have this information. What is a GP as a percentage of sales? So as you can see, we have sales, we have the cost of sales information, we can get the GP. So then you need to find out that what is the GP percentage of sales. Yeah, find it out. First of all, write sales minus cost of sales, opening inventory plus purchases minus closing stock.
30,000 is the cost of sale. Cost of sale 30,000. Yes. Yeah, I'm getting the GP as 20,000.
No, you need to find out a percentage. No? Means that 20,000 divided by 50,000 multiplied by
Yeah,
100.
multiply. Okay. 480.
What is shown by the percentage of net profit to sales? Okay, so net profit to sales, what is shown by the percentage of net profit to sales? Whether the cost of sales has decreased? No, it's not. Whether the expenses are well controlled. what is shown by the percentage of net profit to sales? Yeah. So basically, why? Because net profit to sales means that what is the profit percentage on the sales. So it is shown by the percentage of the net profit to sales. We need to, if it is increasing or decreasing. So it means that it will give us information that whether the expenses are controlled or not. Why? Because we know that sales minus cost of sales is equal to GP, then add the other income, and then minus expenses. Okay, and then we get the net profit. So now we know that here we are trying to find out the relationship with the NP with the sales. So whatever the relationship it will show, like the percentage, so we will be able to see that if the net profit is having the higher percentage on the sale, so it means that the expenses are low. That's why. Because we want to find out the sales relationship with the NP, means net profit. So definitely the main thing is expenses. That when we will minus the expenses, so we'll get the net profit. So if the expense is controlled, so it means that NP will be the higher percentage of the sales. B option is the right
Okay.
one. 40 is four businesses are of a similar size and sell the similar products. Which business is most efficient at keeping its overhead expense to minimum? Okay, so we know overheads means they are trying to say that expenses. So overhead expenses formula will be GP minus NP, means net profit. Okay, so if you see the difference between GP and not profit means 40 minus 23, this is 17. 45 minus 30, this is 15. 55 minus 37, this is 18. 65 minus 46, this will be 19. So we need to see that which is the smallest one. So the smallest one is 15. So it means that the smallest difference is 15, option B. So it means that this is the most efficient.
Okay.
Because what they are saying that GP sales percentage, you need to compare this with the net profit percentage over sales. So whatever is smaller, so it will show that the expenses are controlled and it is more efficient. So the smallest one is a 15%. So that's why B is the right option. Yeah.
Okay.
So we just done with this. Let me send this paper to you as well. Okay, I can't send it because this is the part of OneNote. I think you already have done this paper on, because whenever I'm solving any paper in the class, so please try to do every like rough working and answer each question on your notebook. Because as you can see that most of the MCQs are easy, but some MCQs needs, as I already told you, attention,
Yeah.
which we need to think, rethink
Yeah.
because maybe we are like, because for us it seems like very easy because when we did the very first questions, so we were in the flow. That's why we are like doing every MCQ like this and this. So but in some MCQs you see that we have to think again that okay, this is this right or is this wrong. So that's why it means that the, as I said, that I used to give the old papers to my students so that they can practice more, because definitely it will increase, or you can say it will improve your concepts of different subject like topics. So that's why I was saying that please don't think that you are completely, like you can say that, prepared for the exams because you were taking a lot of leaves from me. So that's why please try to reduce it. Now please don't take any leave, just focus on this paper.
Okay. Yeah. Like I'm taking leave because I have like other exams.
Yeah,
That's
but
why.
this is only 1 hour class. Like 1 hour class is nothing. Like what will happen in the 1 hour? Because as
Mm.
I think that most of the schools are online now. I don't know about your school, but most of the schools
No,
it
no,
is
mine
on.
is still going physical.
But even like here in Pakistan, our students are also going to the school, but for the 3 days, I think in the week they are going, but not for the other days. So basically they have the 4 days and 3 days they are going. Is it the same thing in your country?
No, we're going all days.
So when you usually get free from the school?
Our weekends are like Friday, Saturday, and should I tell my timings? Like I come back home at 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock yours.
Yeah, 1 o'clock.
Yeah, so then you have a lot of time to practice your paper. because
Okay.
because when you will be like, stop taking classes, so it means that maybe you will see yourself that maybe now you are weaker in accounting, because it's a
Yeah.
human nature. Even if I will not teach for 2 months or 1 month, I'm saying that I will definitely forget accounting and business and economics, everything I know about this thing about me. Because in the pandemic, in 2020, at that time my most of the students, they took off definitely for, I think, for 5 to 6 months. So when I just came back, and you like don't believe that I actually forgot to teach to the students. So
Yeah.
then I took 6 months to, yeah, then I took 6 months to, you can say that, grip my subject, take grip on my subject. I took 6 months more. So it's like that. So we are humans, definitely. We are not
Yeah.
the robots and something like that. So if we will not do something on the regular basis, so we will forget it. So I don't want that. We have been with each other for most, like, I think, for almost 1 year. So I just want that your result should be good.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay then. Allah Hafiz Hamna.
Allah.
And I'll send you the paper so that you can, because now you have the break, so you can solve this.
Okay. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.